The New York Giants just got massive news. Let's talk about it. My name is Paul. This is Big Apple Sports. Tune in every day for the latest news, insights, analysis. If you're a fan of Giants football, this is the channel for you, so don't miss out. Take just a quick second, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Got a lot more Giants content coming. We're only, 5 days now until the regular season. We're finally going to get to watch some Giants football, so it's time to get hyped and let's enjoy this season together on Big Apple Sports. Don't miss out. So, most teams this time of year put out their first unofficial depth chart of the year. For a lot of teams, it's really not big news. Maybe a surprise here or there, but nothing too crazy. But the Giants put theirs out today. I'm sure many of you have seen this, but I'm going to tell you why it is a massive bit of news for the Giants. But Jaxson Dart was named as the number 2 QB on the roster. So now at first glance you might be like, Paul, he's still the backup. Russ is still going to start. This means nothing. He's still probably going to sit a year. But I think Brian Daboll is making a statement here. So it would be very easy to just leave him as number 3. And they, even if Russ really struggles, like you could bring in Jaxson Dart when he feels he's ready. Like if the season's kind of falling apart and you feel like you need to go to your rookie, like he could do that with Jaxson Dart being number 3. But he put Jaxson Dart 2 for 2 reasons. And reason number 1 is because the dude earned it. Like he was incredible in the preseason. He looked poised. He had great pocket awareness. He was throwing darts, no pun intended. Sorry, I'm a dad. I got to throw in a dad joke here and there. But he looked like everything the Giants had been wanting at quarterback for years. He outplayed Jameis Winston. You could argue, I would argue he outplayed Russ. He generally didn't see as many of the starters as Russ did, but he earned the number 2 job. So kudos to him for doing that. Big time news for the Giants that he beat out like a guy. Jameis Winston would start for some teams, and I wouldn't be surprised at some point in the year if they decide to trade Jameis if there's like a QB injury. I hope not, because I love Jameis. I think he's hilarious. Like even if he doesn't play a snap this year, the vibes he brings to the locker room and the entertainment he brings to all of us fans is well worth his presence on the team. But reason number 2 why I think this is massive is because I think Brian Daboll did this to put pressure on Russ. Because if he puts Jaxson Dart number 3, what he's telling Russ is like, you know what, Jaxson Dart, my goal is for him to sit this year. You just have to be better than Jameis. And as much as I love Jameis, if you look at what he did last year with, what was he on, the Browns, versus what Russ did with the Steelers last year, like Russ was better. Russ is a Super Bowl champ. He's got a better pedigree. He's had a better career. He's better right now. I don't think Russ is really worried about having to hold off Jameis Winston. And putting Dart 3rd kind of tells Russ, like, yeah, the job's probably yours. But putting Dart 2 tells Wilson, like, hey, Jaxson Dart is right on your tail. We watched him have an incredible preseason. He looks like the real deal. We brought you in because we still think you can win games right now and you're good. But if you don't, Jaxson Dart is right there and he's going to be our starter. So I love just like the statement that this makes, that like he's not just going to be, sitting at the end of the bench this year learning and growing and watching Jameis and Russ. He is moving up the depth chart already, and I think we all would be surprised if we don't see him start at some point this year. So then, of course, that begs the question, when is he going to start? So let's take a look at the old schedule for this year. So I think I've talked on this channel before, like, gosh, this whole season is a gauntlet. Like, I think they have the toughest schedule in the NFL. It starts tough right away. I mean, it helps. The Cowboys just lost Micah Parsons. Their whole organization kind of seems like a dumpster fire right now. Wouldn't surprise me to see them pull the upset there. I think they're going to play the Commanders tough. Chiefs, no Rashee Rice. Like, I don't like. I feel like this season is a win-win for the Giants because, look, these are 4 teams who are going to compete for the playoffs this year right off the bat. If they start 0-4, I think you're going to see Jaxson Dart play against New Orleans. Some people believe they might be the worst team in the NFL this year. That might be tough because then 4 days later you turn around and play Philly. But, if they're able to pull off a couple wins here, maybe they go 2-2 in this first stretch, then I think we're probably going to see Russ go here 3-2. Maybe, that's a rough stretch. Wouldn't be surprising to see them go 3-5 after playing the Eagles twice and at Denver, who should be really good this year. But then you got the 49ers at home. That might be a good opportunity for them. They do have a very late bye week, so if Russ plays really well, maybe he might make it all the way until the Commanders game, week 15. It's tough to know. I think there's a lot of different times that would make sense for Dart, and there's some times like I wouldn't start him his first game at Denver or at Philly. Those are tough places to play and really good defenses and really good pass rushes. It's probably not where you want him to start, but we'll see. Giants fans, give me your prediction. What game or week do you think Jaxson Dart takes over the starting job? Personally, I think I'm going to say week 9 against San Francisco. I think I think this team is good. Like, this is going to be a top 5 defense. Been saying it all summer. Best pass rush in the NFL. I think Russell Wilson is a big step up from Daniel Jones, Drew Lock, Tommy Cutlets, anyone who played the position last year. I think this offense will be better. Offensive line is better. I think they will go 3-2 to start the season, even though that's a gauntlet. You're not going to bench Russ after going 3-2 coming into Thursday, 4 days rest. And then I don't see them starting Dart on the road in either of those games. So my official prediction, week 9, home against the 49ers. Giants fans, give me your predictions, and then just overall predictions for your season. Thoughts on Dart being the number 2 QB. Thoughts on if you think Jameis Winston would be a good trade bait and the Giants should look into that, or if you like having that really deep quarterback room. And of course, I think we all love the Jameis Winston TikToks and Twitter posts and just the vibes he brings to the team. So let me hear from you, Giants fans. Comment below, and then don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out.